My name is Harun, Advocate Harun Ilyas, and we are having a special guest today with us. That is Mr. Hassan Shah from Birmingham. I would like to say my warm greetings for you. You know that you came to see me in my office. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for being here, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So as we were discussing few things, so I think that we should share few thoughts with our viewers. So Mr. Hassan, that I experienced one thing regarding, as I was discussing it with the role of United Nations
Yes.
in this perspective regarding the Ukraine and Russia issue. Previously, in my opinion, I've seen the good image of
The UN.
UN every time that they are doing a lot of things in order to remove slavery, in order to remove poverty or something. Yeah, but practically, and even though if you just go on to the internet and search for the NATO, that force that was created under the shelter of UN, that they will do a lot of things. They will do stop the people, stop the forces who will threat to other countries. So where they are?
Brother, if you look at it, in reality,
Yeah.
in all reality, NATO is funded 90% by the USA. They fund NATO. And NATO is another organization that came out with good thought, but practically, they've been brought by the Americans. It's like America's second army. Whatever America says, they go by. Whatever America says, ye karna, ye karna, ye karna, ye nahi karna, that's what they do, bro. They haven't sorted no poverty out. They haven't done anything ever since they've been here, bro. They've stayed quiet. When America's told them to go left and right, they've done it, bro. They've gone here now. As we were discussing earlier, NATO is the one that messed with Russia in Ukraine. And then, we chill it. And now Ukraine has to resolve the situation with Russia, and Russia sending its tanks in there. It's a no-win situation, bro. It's a no-win situation. And before this happened in Ukraine anyway, for the last year and a half, me living in England, on the news, it's all been about Russia. When they get after somebody, they start bad naming them in the news, in the media, the social networks. They start bad naming them because then that's what they want to do. Now Ukraine itself is nothing big, but is a strategic point that the US
Oiling place. Yeah.
And strategically,
Yeah.
they need that place
In order to fuel
to
themselves.
refuel themselves to attack Russia.
If they have to attack Russia, yes.
Bro,
It's a technical point.
it's a
Same is the
technical
case. China needs Taiwan for that purpose. Yeah.
Yeah,
If they
okay.
have to, yeah. Okay. So what do you think? What is China is doing in this stuff? Because in parallel, when Russia they invaded on Ukraine,
Yes.
same is the case. At the same time, China invaded on Taiwan.
Taiwan, yes.
Have you heard the news?
Yes.
So I think why this world is witnessing two big changes or two big big issues arising at the same time.
I'll explain this to you, my brother Harun Bhai. Basically, Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, bro, Yemen. Look at all these places, bro. How many places, have been bombarded, and left for ruins by these so-called big states, America? They've ruined everything. All these countries they've ruined. Why everybody's jumping up and down now over Ukraine is because what? For the simple fact, bro, they're not Muslim.
Yeah.
That's why everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. Where was the UN when no weapons of mass destruction were found in Iraq?
Yeah.
They annihilated a whole country, brother. They wiped out a whole country.
Yeah.
Millions and millions and millions of people died. Yeah, for what? Because you had wrong intelligence. What does that mean, bro? That means basically, forget all of that. They were Muslims. They were ready for slaughter. This is Europe now, and we're talking about Ukraine. So everybody's getting involved. The whole of the Europe's getting involved. These are called double standards, bro. They've got double standards. The UN should open its mouth now when it didn't open its mouth when they came to Iraq. Just saying, it's just another organisation, bro. It is sickening to watch the world getting up for Ukraine. Yeah, when all of this has happened to all of these Muslim countries, and nobody did anything about it. Nobody even shouted. The Muslims hit the streets with banners in England. They did the same in France. They did the same in everywhere. But every country that happened, nothing happened. With Ukraine, bro, because it's Russia and it's in Europe and it's one of their allies. There's a big situation.
I've seen few videos when Russian people, they are protesting
Yes.
regarding this invasion on Ukraine. So they were saying that it's about military to military. It should be only military to military fight, and it should be beyond public.
Yes, you should be in the desert.
Somewhere.
Away from it. Yes.
So they should try their power, that how much capable you are in order to fight with each other. So let's fight. If anybody will win, so let's have the But practically.
It's the public that die.
Yeah,
They start
they're
bombing
suffering.
hospitals.
Yeah.
They're bombing hospitals,
They don't
schools.
have. They are getting shelter underneath our stations.
Yes.
Right now, and
Underground stations.
Yeah, yes, and I've seen a lot of interviews, a lot of videos of different people where they're sharing their thoughts that why we spent our complete life in Ukraine, where we have to pack a single case.
Yeah.
And our whole life is in this
In that
case,
case to live,
and we don't know where we have to go. Maybe that station beneath we have to go, and maybe any bomb will come from anywhere. So we don't know what is going on. So practically, I think war is, if it's about two entities, the two countries. So they should the fight should be between army to army. So let's fight between army to army. So best thing is, why ultimately the people they're suffering.
Harun, my brother, I've got one better. I've got a better idea. Forget the armies, because the armies are made of people like me and you.
Yeah.
We're under command.
families.
We're under command.
We are having families.
Yeah. If Prime Minister Modi has got a problem with Imran Khan, these two should have a fight.
Yeah.
Them two should have a fight, bro. Personally, I will pay per view. Like they come on the TV, the boxing,
Yeah.
pay per view. You have to pay £50 to watch it. I will pay for that fight because, bro, the public are dying for no reason.
But I think there is a different thing which I just need to, maybe you are not aware of the fact, because the prime ministers, the presidents, or the bureaucracy, they are the front face of the country. Yeah, it's not about that any decision. If any Putin, Zelensky, Modi, Imran Khan, or any of the head of the country is taking, it's not about their decision. They are only the front facing mans. Behind the scene, there are a lot of people who are doing a lot of things in order to manipulate the actual facts and discussing and pretending to be.
Yes.
So a lot of factors are there. It's
Yeah.
not about, if you think that Putin said that we don't have any other option. What does that means? I think in my opinion, I think they've tried everything. One man to one man talk, two man to two man talk, then the different agencies, then several agencies. So I think
They've hit a brick wall.
so
They've hit a brick wall. Every time they've talked, they haven't gone no further. They've hit a wall. The only last thing I'll explain to you, bro, the World War III has to kick off. It is going to kick off. But
sorry, I just want to intervene. Why do you think this World War III? Why you use this word?
Why do I use this word, World War III? I'll
Yeah.
explain to you this.
Why
Yeah.
WW3?
I'll tell you, bro. Firstly, Russia is standing alone. Yeah. What's happening on the other side?
I don't think so. They don't need anyone.
Yeah, but what's happening on the other side?
Nothing.
America,
Nothing.
UK, Germany, France. Listen, they're getting together against Russia. So what's happening? That's 4 countries attacking what? Bro, it's a world war.
Nothing.
You
Nothing.
know,
No,
it's not gonna happen.
no.
You know, inshallah, your word is correct.